In the year 2000, in April, new chairman and managing director took over. So we have a new leadership. Subsequently, we went for business process restructuring, where the bank was restructured. And simultaneously, we took IT initiative to see that our bank remains at the top. So I would say, in a way, the year 2000 was a watershed for Punjab National Bank.
The bank had appointed BCD as a consultant and they had submitted a report. But I don't know, for some reasons no steps were taken to implement that report. So I tried to implement that report as well as to introduce new products, tried hard to become a techno-savvy bank.
We are having 35 million customers overall in the bank, and we are able to add 1 million customers per year.
Our risk rating models, which have been developed in-house, are among the best in the industry. We use database which is provided by a large number of agencies like CNI. That helps us in taking faster decisions.
We are the first public sector bank to have gone for core banking solution.
Cost of fund of PNB is one of the lowest in the banking industry, whereas our return on assets, both advances and investments, is relatively high.
We have entered into a memorandum of understanding with the Principal Financial Group of United States.
This year the operating profit has gone up to 3,120 crores as against 2,300 crores, showing growth of 36%. Net profit has gone up from 842 crores to 1,108 crores, showing growth of 32%. The bank has during the last 3 years put in a lot of emphasis on provisions. So provisions have gone up from 1,472 crores to 2,012 crores, showing a growth of 36%. We have, as a policy, decided to reduce the percentage of net non-performing advances. In fact, it has come down from 9.5% as on March 2000 to about 0.98% as on March 2004. The business has increased to 135,000 crores, showing a growth of 16%.
The national goal is that 40% of net bank credit should go to priority sector. In our case, in year 2000, we had about 44%, which is now 49.5% in 2004. So we have been doing substantially well. Agriculture advances, the national goal is about 18% of net bank credit, which was around 13%. This year we have crossed it 18%, which is 18.49%. And we are one of the 2-3 public sector banks who have achieved this goal. Another area is weaker sector advances have to be 10% of net banking credit. In our case, 2 years back, that was in year 2002, we achieved this target and we continue to be ahead of our target.
In case of agriculture, we have formed a trust called PNB Tractor Welfare Trust. The aim of the trust is to build training centers in at least in 10 states to give free training to farmers.
अपना गोबरा खाद घर बनाते हैं जी, केंचुए का खाद वो ज़मीन में डालते हैं, उससे फसल अच्छी होती है और ये रासायनिक खाद कम डालते हैं जी, इससे खर्चा कम होता है जी, पैदा अधिक होती है.
The first phase of the organizational restructuring (VPR) was to bring the focus on the customer. In Punjab National Bank, all the credit portfolio was looked into in a geographic manner. Now with this, we changed it into 3 segments: large corporate, mid corporate and the retail sector. And the results are very well reflected in terms that my 9 branches are today catering to about 12% of the total credit portfolio of the bank.
We find this is a great opportunity for the bank to do retail lending business. And in fact, we have taken many initiatives to do this business, like new technology, new delivery channels. We have gone for new products also. Quite a large number of new products have been added in the bank's kitty because it's a volume-driven business. We know that we are able to add so many customers per year. We have to ensure that we grow with control.
When I joined the bank, I realized that we were at a very low level as well as the computerization is concerned. Secondly, the level of gross as well as net NPA was very high. Third was the ambience of the branches was not so good. And I thought that we were not in credit card business, we were not in newer products. So I thought that if we want to compete with the foreign or private sector banks, we have to introduce new products. And this bank should become a technical saving bank, only then we will be able to exist.
Bank's position has improved in all sections. The 2 main elements is the mobilization of resources and then deploying the resources.
Our credit growth has been above the system for last 4 years. This year the credit growth is in the range of 18%. Last year the credit growth was 21%. Before that it was 23%. So even in a scenario where the credit offtake was not there in the system, PNB has been able to show a very good credit growth. That has helped us in improving our margins and showing good profits over the period of time.
You see, Treasury we're handling almost about slightly more than 40% of the bank's assets, nearly 40 to 42% of the bank's assets, but we are contributing at least 51% of the bank's total income. In terms of trading profit, we have this time recorded the all-time record trading profit of 1,232 crores, which constitutes nearly 38% of the bank's operating profit.
Today, we have already achieved more than the 97% computerization process. We are proud to say that in Southeast Asia, we have largest number of sites in the centralized core banking, and it's working fine. Tremendous change has come. Today, you can have internet, you can do transactions from your house, from office, from a cyber cafe, and based on this infrastructure, now we are introducing things like real-time gross settlement system. Today, we have the best network available in the country. We have gone only to the best with the partners, and Cisco, we feel, is a world leader in the networking equipment, and we are using Oracle as a database, and we found that Oracle is the best database available in the world. Similarly, with Intel, we have signed a MOU, and they are doing a lot of technology-related audit for us. They are guiding us how to bring down the cost, how to improve the efficiency. Windows is our basic platform which we are using.
PNB is an outstanding bank in terms of their progress in the rural credit. They have credit advances into the agricultural sector way above most other banks and above what RBI specifies. We have partnered with our ISV to build platforms for the rural technology. One of the key reasons they went in with Microsoft was the ease and the speed of deployment so that they can accelerate their agricultural lending at a much faster rate.
We believe that giving the best response time at the best possible cost is where Intel's forte is, and we are working very closely with Punjab National Bank to ensure that we push along these two vectors. Best experience at the best possible price. I'm very impressed with what Mr. Kohli has been doing over the last 3 years in ensuring his vision is implemented with the latest technology.
Oracle is involved with PNB in many other ways because many of the other applications outside the core banking, for example the government reporting systems, also run on Oracle. And because most of their applications are running on Oracle, there is a lot of integration which is required between core banking and other applications, and we would see that Oracle playing even a larger role in PNB because of the size of the database, which is increasing as more and more branches are getting rolled out.
The bank has really sort of become as one of the leaders in the banking industry, and is really one of the forefront leaders, and they're aggressive, they're looking for business, the entire approach of the bank has really changed, and that's what you like while you deal with them.
In this present system, only those banks would succeed who would be cost effective and who would take care of the customer. They will use the customer friendly products by the use of technology. Otherwise it is very difficult to sustain. And to achieve that, the bank should have a proper training system so that they should gear up, so that the staff should be geared up to meet these challenges.